guys, welcome back to another review. Today we are going to be taking a look at the brand new Master Grade Gundam Barbatos. So this kit originally was scheduled to be out here in Japan last November, but it was delayed in Japan at least until a December release. I don't know why this kit was delayed, but there you have it. So you might have already seen a few reviews of this thing floating around on YouTube and what have you, but I'll still go ahead and take a look at this kit. Maybe I'll point out as much as I can. So yeah, that G40 review video, I went on for 40 minutes, so I've been told to keep it a bit shorter on the next few reviews. So I'm going to try to hammer through this thing as fast as possible, but still cover as much as I possibly can. So let's take a look. So I think the box art on this kit had a pretty nice box art. I kind of like that style. It looks really, really awesome, pretty cool. And this is the first of the Iron-Blooded Orphans, the Iron-Blooded Orphans Master Grade kit line. So originally when the Iron-Blooded Orphans series premiered, we did get 1/100 scale kits, but they were not Master Grade kits. Those kits were just like a non-grade type of 1/100 scale type thing. Let's scroll down a little bit here. But now we have an actual proper Master Grade, and what does that mean? How does it differ? Well, let's take a look here. So I brought back I've been here doing the Gunpla TV for a number of years now, and I was actually here when the anime series was going, and Sid was still here at that time too, and we were building these kits together. So here's the original 1/100 scale Gundam Barbatos kit, and let's take a look at how this thing compares to the brand new Master Grade. So let me go ahead and try to pick this up here. So I've got the old kit on my right here, as well as the new kit on the left. So I'm going to kind of do a bit of a comparison review here. Maybe I'll stick to just having my reviews more of a comparison than a straight up review of the kit itself, but I'll see what I can do. So right away, you can notice, at least I noticed, that the old one on the left looks a bit skinnier than the one on the new Master Grade on my right. So yeah, the old one is here on the right, but the new Master Grade is on the left. So I think the new Master Grade it has a much better design to it, a much better style. I like the more bulky look of the new Master Grade compared to the old 1/100 scale, or 1/100 grade, or scale, but no grade kit. Definitely, the shoulders, you can see the shoulders there. The shoulders definitely look a bit more bulky. The chest looks a bit more bulky. Just everything about this new Master Grade kit looks more menacing. It's nice. I much prefer the design. It looks much sleeker. Also, new changes for this Master Grade compared to the old 1/100 scale kit is on the 1/100 scale kit. Like here, these markings on the knees and on the shoulders, and there on the chest as well. You can see the light reflect off of those parts. These were stickers that you just applied on the outside of these white parts. So just stickers went there, but on the Master Grade, the new Master Grade kit, those are no longer stickers. Let's see if we can get closer so you can kind of get a better look at that plastic. So they have the white parts have those marks cut out, and underneath you have a clear pink plastic part that snaps on the inside there. So no stickers, it's actually a clear plastic part on the underneath that shows through the holes on the white plastic. Same for the shoulder here, as well as the chest too. So those are nice clear plastic parts, and I think, at least in my opinion, I'm just not a huge sticker fan, of course, but definitely I think the clear parts give it a nicer look than having those stickers on there. Though stickers are not too bad, but definitely the Master Grade looks much nicer in that department. Alright, so also speaking about stickers that are on the old kit but not on the new kit, we're going to have another set of stickers here on the shoulder. So these yellow parts here underneath the shoulder armor, stickers on the old kit, but on the new kit they are plastic pieces molded in yellow. So no stickers there. Definitely, 100% definitely, the new plastic pieces look a lot better in my opinion on the Master Grade than they do on the old 1/100 scale kit. Alright, so were there any other stickers that were on the old kit but not on the new kit? I'm not remembering any off the top of my head. You can see another good thing to compare between this old kit and the new Master Grade kit. You can definitely see just like the additional kind of panel lines and other design features that they've added onto the Master Grade kit compared to the old kit, which is just, well, there's one kind of little kink in the plastic right here, but other than that, it's just like a straight flat plastic piece with no definition, no lines on it. Definitely a lot more panel lining and nice details. That's the word I'm looking for. Nice details all around on this Master Grade kit compared to the older kit. But being Master Grade, I think that really is to be expected. So lots and lots of nice details we can see up here. Let's kind of take a look from the top down. You can even see some of the nice details there on the top and inside the shoulders. So I would really like to take a look at some of the interior, the frame that comes with this kit, because the old 1/100 scale kit, it did have an inner frame, so it wasn't just like a simple HG kit, although this kit really went together really similar to an HG kit, although the Blooded Orphans HG kits also had that inner frame, because for the Blooded Orphans lineup, you can really see the frame, the inner frame itself kind of plays the design really features a lot of the inner frame. You can see a lot of the inner frame is exposed in the designs for these Blooded Orphan kits. So they are exposed, so of course you're going to really need to have an inner frame, even on the HG kit, to be able to show off those parts properly. But of course, Master Grade kits, where Master Grade kits really excel is in their inner frame. So even though these old 1/100 scale kits, and even though in the HG kits they did have the inner frame kits, the Master Grade kit for this Barbatos really takes it to a whole nother level. And gosh, from as far as I can recall, from all of the Master Grade kits that I have built to date so far, I have to say that the inner frame on this Barbatos Master Grade was probably one of the most complex inner frames that I have ever put together, and that has a large part to do with, you can see here on the waist here, there are a lot of moving parts and a lot of moving pistons on this kit. The old 1/100 scale kit also did have some moving parts, the moving pistons. Here we can kind of lift up his arm and you can kind of take a look. Hopefully that's going to show there. You can see that move in and out. It's all just one gray color though. It's not separate colors, but this one didn't have as much of that as the Master Grade I found. So we have, of course, we've got the moving pistons here, and on the top of the shoulder, let me get this on the camera here, you can see not only is there the one here, but there's also another one on the back too. And when you move the shoulder blade, make sure I get this on the camera so you can see that whoops, I actually just popped that out on that side. They actually both move inside and out on those pistons. So there's a lot of that going on with this inner frame. And even here on the head, you can see that shiny silver thing on the back of his neck there. That is just another one of those pistons that's moving inside and out. So there is a lot of that going on with this kit. It's one of the, I think, for at least in my opinion, this is one of the better inner frames for a Master Grade kit that I have ever assembled. And I imagined when I first brought this kit home that I'd be able just to knock it out in just one day, like I do for a lot of the kits lately. But just because of all those little bit more complex pieces that you have to put together on the inner frame of this kit, it actually ended up taking me a bit longer than I expected it to. So that was actually, for me, that was quite a pleasant surprise, because I do tend to like when kits get a bit more complex, and it just makes it, for me, it makes the build more fun. If it's just something I knock out really quick, then it kind of becomes a bit forgettable. So that G40 that I reviewed last week, that had the same type of thing to it, and that's why I gushed over it for 40 minutes in that review. Just, I mean, even though it's an HG kit, there's just so much going on the inside of that kit that it really just fascinated me. And the Barbatos was another one of those kits that just kind of really fascinated me putting it together. So I guess by my toning of this video so far, I guess you can really tell that I really enjoyed the build of this kit, and I'll say it right away. But yeah, I really recommend it, especially if you love Blooded Orphans. The Master Grade for this kit was just, I found it to be a nice build. It's a little bit more of a challenge than the usual kit. I mean, there's no glue involved or anything, so I mean, being a Gundam, of course, it's not like as challenging as a 1/700 scale kit where you have to do the full suite of photo etch. Nothing that challenging, but at least for Gundam, and at least for Master Grade kits, definitely something that's a bit more challenging than the normal kit. So lots of great movement on this frame too. We'll take a quick look at some of the articulation that we get on this kit as well. Might as well here. So of course the foot, look at that angle that it can do on the front there. It can really point straight down and back. That's not really supposed to move, but yeah, some pretty decent movement for the foot here. You can angle it that way as well, and you can go front and back. You can see there's another piston in the back of the foot, just one of the many other pistons that are on this kit. So since this is the original Barbatos kit, there's, gosh, how many different forms we ended up. I remember building a 6 form. I think it topped out at the 6 form, so I can look forward to having to build this thing a number more times I can expect. That is, of course, unless only the original Barbatos is the regular release and they make all of the following forms online exclusives. That I have no idea. I hope that is not the case. I hope we get some of the final forms at least as a regular release. That's my hope. I do hope I'll be able to build more of these and review this guy again here on Gunpla TV. So let's take a look at his knee here. So this is a double jointed knee, but he does have kind of a lot of stuff going on the back, so not able to get it up as much as possible there. So the leg as well. So the side skirts, unlike the G40, the side skirts are able to move out of the way on this one, so you're going to get a pretty good range of movements on that hip here for the legs as well. So whoops, keep it on camera. There we go. So not bad. The legs are pretty good, pretty good range of movement here. Whoops, I think he's going off the wrong way there. There we go. Oh, another thing too, you can see the leg has the ability to go up and down, so there is that as well, and it is independent from the other leg. You can see, even though I switched this one up and down, the joint is independent from the other leg, so that's going to give you a nice extra range of movement. And of course the chest, we already kind of looked at that with the pistons there, so he is able to flex his chest a bit. And the shoulders, whoops, this one, so I got this piston that fell out of his connecting joint. I'll have to see if I can, I'll just fix that one later there. So nice range of movement for that shoulder joint. It should have that piston moving, but yeah, the shoulder is able to go forward, which is nice. And of course you're able to stretch the arm out, so the shoulder armor is on a separate joint on the underside there, so that is able to move out of the way. And since you're able to get the arm to move forward with that double jointed elbow, and there's another piston on the inside there, just one of the many pistons on this kit, you're able to get that to really stretch forward, and he's gonna have a good range of movement for his hand there. Whoops, one of my parts just fell off. I wonder which one that is. I'll have to look for it later. So the hand here, the wrist for the hand, has this style of joint on there, so you are able to move the hand in that kind of position, as well as twist it around. Now the thumb is articulated, it has a joint, but the fingers for this kit are going to be in a fixed pose, and that's going to allow you to better hold on to his weapons, which we'll also take a look at in a bit. There's one of my pistons that fell out of this kit, but let me grab his other fingers so I can show you the different hands that come with this kit as well here. Alright, so right now I have him assembled with just the standard closed fist. I think most of my videos I always kind of start off with the closed fist and then move to a weapon hand if I need to display a weapon on the kit. But we also have the option of using these open jazz hand type fingers, or yes, as I mentioned, a more, whoops, this is 2 videos in a row now where I've forgotten a nub on a kit. I think I just cut this one off, not expecting to use it soon anyway. But yeah, so we got another closed fist with an open space on there. So this will be one of the hands that he uses to grip his weapons. All right, so let's take a look at what else we have here. So the neck, I already showed off that had that moving piston underneath the neck there, but yeah, pretty decent range of movement for his head. Although there's a lot of stuff kind of in the way, so you're going to have to fight with that a bit. And his backpack, so the backpack also has the ability to open up here. And there's another moving piston on the inside of the backpack. So you are able to move those away, as well as use the hooks on the back of this backpack to store his weapons there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weapons, and maybe I can compare it to some, although I couldn't find all the weapons for my old 100 scale kit. I think they're probably in a box somewhere with other loose parts. Alright, we'll start off with the first one. I used to call this one the corn cob when I was reviewing the other kit back in the day, but this is the mace. So for the new Master Grade kit, we get this new mace here, and this mace is really nicely detailed, as well as being Master Grade kit, thankfully no longer one of those HG style kits. We get actual sharp points on the tip of this, so it's going to be nice and spiky with thin lines here. Definitely you could take this and you can use it to poke someone, which is going to be really fun around the office, I imagine. And whoops, just like the old 100 scale kit, this one has the tip that has the ability to extend in and out. So the handle also has the ability to extend in and out. I'm not sure really why that handle needs the ability to extend in and out, but is on there. So let's take a look at this compared to the old corn cob from the 100 scale kit, the old mace. So you can definitely tell how much more pointy this new Master Grade kit version is compared to the old one, and just how thin those lines are on the side of these blades. This one just looks like a dull bludgeoning type of mace. Not really something that's going to cut anything or cut anyone open, but there's definitely more weight. There's more heft to this old one. The new Master Grade kit feels lighter, even though I guess just more plastic on the tip of that thing. So there you have the comparison for the old 100 mace to the new Master Grade mace. Now the sword, I couldn't find the sword for my old one. I'm not even sure it came with a sword, to be honest. The old 100 scale kit might not have come with a sword. I kind of remember something about that. But here we have the new sword that comes with the Master Grade kit. I do have a sword to compare it with, and I'll break out the kit itself, which just has a couple of parts that have fallen off of it. But I have the sword from the High Resolution Barbatos, which is also 100 scale kit. So we'll compare all 3 of those kits together at the end of this video here. So we can see the sword from the High Resolution kit compared to the sword from the Master Grade kit. You'll notice the hilt for these swords is actually different. When I saw this just now, and there I already have the gripping hand on this one, just so I can quickly pose it with the sword if I wanted to. I thought maybe when I noticed that this hilt was a lot different than the hilt on the High Resolution kit, I wondered, like, ooh, did I miss a part? Was there a part that I missed? But actually, no, that's just how this Master Grade version is. It doesn't have a big hilt like that High Resolution kit. Here we can see image of that. It's just that's all there is to it. We'll take a look at the 300mm smoothbore gun here in a second. So yeah, this is the instruction manual for that kit, and there's the inner frame that I was gushing about. I wish I had the time to take off all those armor pieces and get a better look at the frame itself here on the video, but I kind of got to keep this a bit shorter than that last video. So there you can see a number of the pistons. It also had these gold plastic parts on the underside of it, but you can't really, once the kit is all assembled, you can't see this piece under the chest there as well. And it did come with a two Mikazuki August figures. You've got the standing figure as well as the seated pilot figure. An interesting thing, the pilot figure, of course, just like in the show, he's showing his very muscular bearer chest, because that's how you're supposed to pilot Gundams, is without a shirt, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure, but that's kind of cool. Here's the standing figure. At least the sitting figure is inside of the kit right now, so that you can see the standing figure. It looks cool, but if you want it to look like this, you will have to paint it, and since it's really this tiny, that's going to be a nice fun challenge, something to do someday. But there you have it. Nice cool quick look at the manual, at least the intersection for this kit. So let's take a look next at that 300mm smoothbore gun. Alright, so where did it go? So here we go. So here we have the 300mm smoothbore gun, and a nice thing that you can see is it does have a couple of different colored plastic pieces molded onto this one, so it's not just one kind of solid color. So we got white for this little piece here that goes at the tip, as well as over on the other side we get some white here, as well as white on the tip of this gun. Now the gun itself is a darker, more standard gray than this kind of, what color would that be? A brownish kind of gray here for the rest of this handle. So this is in the closed position. So in this position right here, this is how you would kind of clip it onto his back for storage in this position. But if you actually wanted to use the gun and fire the gun, then here you can see it has this joint here. You can slide it. So we're going to slide it down, and then you're able to rotate it here, rotate it, and you're going to slide it back in, and there we have it. Now it is in proper gun use mode. You'll be able to grip onto it with his hand, and you should be able to fire away if you want to go for that nice cool action pose. This part also is able to slide up and down if you would like to do it that way. So this one, whoopsie daisy. So this one, let me go ahead and put it back into closed. Now in the closed position also, it should be noted that there is this plastic piece here which you can slide this white connector barrel up into, and that's going to lock it into place for you, so it's not going to be flying around. So the 100 scale kit, I'm not sure if it came with one of these, but I do have the one that came with the high resolution kit, so we can take a comparison to see how this Master Grade version compares to the high resolution version. And as you can tell, that at least in my opinion, the detail is much nicer on the Master Grade version here. The back of the gun is just kind of one solid square block on the high resolution kit, but on the Master Grade you get these nice lines in here. This is a lot of nice detail on the Master Grade version of this kit. Same with the top of the gun. Let's go ahead and hold it in this angle. You can see there's definitely more lines that have been added onto the top of this gun compared to the high resolution version. And we'll take a look at the other side as well, so you can see the added extra details that are on this version compared to the high resolution version. Whoops. And this white piece it's not really being held on there very tight, so it keeps popping off on me. So other things that came with this Master Grade Barbatos are no water slide decals, unfortunately, but you do get a pretty decent sticker sheet, and it has a lot of the markings as well as their symbol in white or red, so you can put these around if you want. It also did have a little tiny sheet of foil stickers. Now you'll notice I did not use the stickers for the eyes. I only used the one for the gun. Now I tend to skip using these foil stickers for the eyes only if the kit comes with clear plastic pieces already for the eyes. So the eyes are already molded in this clear green plastic, which for me, that's good enough. I don't really need to put those foil stickers on there. I kind of prefer, you can see the light shining off of that eye there. I kind of prefer the look of just the straight plastic compared to putting the foil sticker on there. But if you would prefer to have that sticker on there, you can do that. And let's go ahead and open the cockpit so we can show off little seated Mikazuki Argus in there. You can see him sitting, piloting the Barbatos. And it's something that easily opens up and closes. Now the leg, you can't really see those gold pieces, but they are in there. Oh, there we go. We can see the gold here. So you can see the gold plastic here that was on the back of this leg. So that's kind of cool. Another nice, cool detail feature. I remember putting those stickers. The old kit had stickers that went on here. I remember putting those ones on the old kit. So it's nice to have that molded in plastic for this kit. So let's get this set up and let me see. So give me 1 second here and I'm going to line this up with the high resolution kit here. So I did bring in my high resolution Barbatos, and as you can see, a number of parts have kind of fallen off. It feels like, I swear, with the high resolution kit, and this was the first, the Barbatos was the first of the high resolution line that came out, and the new ones like the God Gundam that I built, as well as the red frame and the Noor, those were really, actually I think those are pretty nice kits. But this old Barbatos and definitely the wing, the parts just seem to fly off quite a bit easier. They don't really hold on very well. They just, as soon as you touch it, kind of, it feels like as soon as I pick this guy up, at least 1 or 2 parts fall off. And then I go to put on those parts that fell off, and then like 2 more parts fall off. And it feels like it's just like a never-ending struggle to get this guy to hold on to all his parts. And I kind of, sometimes I feel like, I'm just gonna say screw it, and I'm just gonna take some glue and I'm just gonna glue everything back on. I'm looking for where this one came from, and I can't for the life of me remember where this one came from. I think I'll just hold off. Why am I not seeing it? Where did this piece come from? I don't know. But anyway, so let me get all of these guys sitting here on the rotating section. Actually, let's grab the Master Grade here really quick, and we'll do a quick side-by-side comparison. You'll have to excuse me for not trying to pose the high resolution a bit in a cooler position. I'm just afraid of touching it too much for parts that are going to fly off on me. But here you can get a nice side-by-side comparison of the high resolution Barbatos compared to the Master Grade, and same with the other 100 scale kit there. I think the Master Grade definitely has a nice, bigger, bulkier look to it than the high resolution kit. Of course, the high resolution kit has all of those, has all the plastic pieces. They're finished in a nice metallic shine, or it has a nice kind of gloss type of. This has not been top coated or anything. This is just how the plastic pieces come with the high resolution kit. They're all of the high resolution kits come with really fancily finished plastic, and that kind of leads to being as to why these things are so expensive. But you also had the pistons, the moving pistons on this kit. But I still think the details, as for the details themselves, I still prefer the details on the Master Grade kit compared to the high resolution kit. Just those extra lines, extra little tiny details all around the kit. But the colors do look quite nice on the high resolution Barbatos. Now the high resolution Barbatos is not currently available at the moment. I have to wonder if we will ever see a re-release of this kit in the future. I would imagine so. Whoops. I touched the part and something flew off. Now you can kind of see a bit of my frustration with the high resolution kit. I didn't think I was pushing it that hard, but well, what have you. But yes, I do hope at least at some point in the future they will reissue the Barbatos, as well as any of the other high resolution kits that are not currently available, because they do look cool with the shiny plastic parts and what have you. So, all right, let me just get these guys rotating here on the turntable, and I'll do my conclusion. All right, so here we have all three of the Barbatos, first form Barbatos, including the high resolution here, rotating around on the spin table, so you can get a kind of a good look of each one as they rotate around. So at least from my opinion, from the three, I actually prefer the brand new Master Grade, which is coming around here in a moment. Just kind of, because you can see there the side chest. He's really been working out. He's gained some extra muscle in the chest area and as well the shoulders. So definitely, I love the design, the look of the Master Grade, a lot more compared to the other two, and that's also because it's got those extra details in there and what have you. And so here we have the old 1/100 scale Barbatos, the original release with the stickers and whatnot. It's okay. It's really not a bad kit. It's got that inner frame and the other parts, but not so bad. And of course, the high resolution kit kind of wins as far as the shine and the nice colors of the plastic, the nice gold, actually like gold plated pieces on there. But yeah, it's a bit of a finicky kit, and if you do have it, you might want to glue some of those pieces on there just so they don't keep flying off on you. I don't know if you noticed, but when he was rotating around here, one of the plastic pieces on the knee there, at the top of the knee, actually just right now it fell off, and I'm having the darndest time trying to find that thing, just so tiny. But yeah, lots of pieces flying off. But Master Grade, definitely I recommend this kit. It's actually probably one of my favorite releases for 2019. Now, we recently finished a poll for the best 2019 kit, and the Master Grade Barbatos was my choice for the best Master Grade release in 2019, although the NT Alex, that would probably be the second one. It's been a little while since I built it, so I kind of forgot about it in a way. But yeah, the Barbatos, definitely a nice Master Grade. Definitely, I think at least for me, it was a good release, and I look forward to hopefully building some of the other forms, hopefully if they are a regular release in the future. At least I can hope. But we shall see. This is the first of the Blooded Orphans Master Grade releases, and I hope that we are going to get quite a few more. Alright, so everybody out there, hope you're all enjoying your holiday break here. If you're watching this at the end of 2019, thank you for taking a few minutes to spend it with me watching this review, and we hope that you all enjoy the rest of your holiday and have a great week.